Okay. I think I'm live? I think. Is there any game audio? Is anybody even in the chat? It's been a long time since I have messed with anything like this in XSplit, and no, there's no one in chat. I guess I will unmute the stream in the background and hope I don't get any audio recursion for a few moments. Don't get any audio recursion for a few moments. Don't get any audio recursion for a few moments. Is there any audio whatsoever? Don't get any audio recursion for a few moments. Is there any audio whatsoever? Don't get any audio recursion for a few moments. Is there any audio whatsoever? Don't get any audio recursion for a few moments. Is there any audio whatsoever? Don't get any audio recursion for a few moments. Is there any audio whatsoever? Okay, so it would probably be a good idea that if I'm going to test the Twitch stream to see if I can hear it on my end, it would probably be a good idea if I didn't have my headphones muted from my computer's volume. Might be a good thing to check in the future. Game audio is there, a little loud. Okay, I will turn it down slightly. Alright, let me know if that's too much or too little. No. Go ahead and start up. As you can see, my green screen is properly being applied now. And sometimes to my face at the wrong angle. Yeah, sure, go ahead and restore the suspend point at the main menu. I haven't played this game in so many years. I don't know if I'm gonna do the entire thing on stream. I want to. I'm just worried it's gonna take too long. But I don't know. Maybe I'll start streaming more than one day a week. Because if I if I get back into this game the way I want to, it'll probably motivate me to do a little bit more streaming from time to time. This whole scene's explained in exposition anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip that. Yes. I already had a blank save on here just from testing the game earlier, so. Oh wow, not only is the game 4x3, but for some reason it's also letterboxed. Eh. I really should set up a sort of overlay to use for when it is 4x3 like this, just so that there's not so much black. But, eh. Now, I have a bad habit of just sort of skimming through text, so I will try to move the text along at a decent pace, but at the same time, I will fight my urge to just skim through it. Again, me having played this game many, many times as a young child, I sort of know this entire game in and out, or at least did, so it will probably be force of habit for me to just sort of, like, skip through most of the scenes. For being an N64 game, it has aged very well. I mean, the art style is entirely to credit there, but... Alright, yeah, this is where I got to when I was testing, and, went ahead and closed it. I'm not gonna run around and talk to anybody because you get absolutely nothing to do. This game is gonna take me a long time to finish anyway, because I'm probably gonna be doing a lot of the, like, little extra stuff, so I'm not going to talk to every NPC that I walk past. I don't know why I'm doing that. Floating Doologa. Wow, that... For being a green can, it chromas very poorly. These graphics, am I right? Actually, that... Jokes aside, even the 3D models of this game... This could just be pure nostalgia talking, but the 3D models of this game don't look that bad for being an N64 game. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but... It's not a flawless masterpiece, but I hold this game in very high regard. Actually, what I'd rather stream... I mean, now, I think I actually prefer this game, but what I'd rather stream, mostly because I never finished it, is the Super Mario RPG that was made by Square a very long time ago on the Super Nintendo. Again, mostly because I've never finished it, but unfortunately it is not yet on the shop on the Wii U store. I think it is on there for the original Wii, but I don't have the original hooked up to... I don't have the original hooked up to the stream setup right now, so... I might look into it in the future, but that requires me to swap out a bunch of cables and... I've got a big enough backlog of stuff to stream already, so... Who knows, maybe by the time I finish this, maybe it'll get put on there and I can just stream it. Yeah. To my knowledge, that's... Finding a physical copy of that game is a little... Like, the last time I remember somebody telling me about it was they found a it was either a used or new copy for like $60, which I don't know. I was just a kid then, so maybe that's what Super Nintendo games did cost new back in the day. But yeah, I don't know what the price is up to now. That was years ago when it was cited for $60. I never actually looked it up. As is tradition with JRPGs, one of the first fights of the game is a have-to-lose fight, so... Don't count that death, and don't count scripted deaths in the death count. Wow, I have really cropped out the green screen really close. I have to practically put my hand in front of my face. Yeah, the green screen needs some work, but it's better than having that big ugly hexagon around me. So. Oh no, I like the sort of hexagon design aspect to a lot of things as well, which is why I made that thing. It was just what I made looked really ugly and obscured a unreasonable amount of the screen. Is it waiting for me to press something? Oh, yeah, apparently it was. I just remember as a kid thinking to myself that this scene always went on for what felt like an eternity, because I just wanted to play the game. I forget what the green mushrooms actually did do in this game. Were they just better health? I don't think they were just better health items. I actually don't remember what the green mushrooms did now. I'm positive they were in here. Maybe they were just a stronger health item. I don't remember. This music is just bringing back memories. Now, I forget what exactly it is I have to do here. I don't remember if I have to talk to everybody or just trigger a specific scene or... I think I just talked to everybody. I mean, I could just slide between it on paper, but okay. Yes, I know what a hammer looks like. Let's check everything for stuff. Hey, unmarked side quest item. Right, the obnoxious boss fight that never ever stops happening. I forgot how boring the first fight is. Yes, she will be back over and over and over again, and always right after I've made a whole lot of progress and right before a save point. Hey, health Can't break that. Check everything for stuff. That'll come in handy later. Yes, to know all about the first strikey stuff. Oops, I missed. The combat gets a whole lot more interesting after the, like, intro here, but wow, is it boring at the start. Why is that an option? Why do you have the option to just keep it? Oh, truly a game of the 90s. No. Yay, first party member. Alright, save, so all of that dialogue does not need to happen again. Oh, right. Wow, the game reminding me actually reminded me. Little things like that is just what I really loved about this game's art style. Which button is C there? Might as well do this. Now the benefit to doing that is I can now see their health bar. I mean, it's not really important to be able to see the health bar, but it's one of those things that in RPGs that I always prefer, is to be able to see everything's health, and I don't know why it matters. reason not to equip those. And tree mushroom. Alright, these guys. Well, okay, I was gonna say, I guess it's not super relevant, but getting the health for these guys is almost relevant later on, so. Before I save... So, in the sequel to this game on the GameCube, they added versions of these health blocks that charge you money for using them, and I would like to have some words with the person who came up with that wonderful idea. I mean, it's for balancing, I guess, but... it was a gripe of mine back when I originally played it. I don't remember if I ever beat the 1000-Year Door. I know I got to the final boss, but I don't know if I ever beat it. Flips over into a Goomba. I step on the Goomba. You know what? I just don't feel like messing with you guys. I probably shouldn't have wasted that. Is that a mustache or really weird sideburns? I honestly don't know. Now, this boss fight's kind of interesting in the fact that there's a little trick to this one that they don't really do anything like this later on. In fact, I didn't even know about this the first couple times I played this game. And I realize I'm pretty much wasting a turn here, but... But anyway, an interesting fact with this fight is you can do this. Which is just like 3 damage. Everybody takes out the 2 little guys right away. No other fights have like little hidden things to it like that. At least none that I remember. Oh wow, I just realized. I don't know if there's a way I can delay everything else to make up for it. The webcam on XSplit is 1:1, but the capture card has like about 3 or 4 second delay to it. It's weird. Leveled up. I know the answer is I know the correct response is just put everything into BP, but just actually level up FP a little bit this playthrough, because I generally tend to hoard it and never use it, but I've been trying to break myself of some really bad RPG habits I've always had, so... Was it this tree? Oh. Okay. Ah, okay, I remember. It's one of these 2. Don't know why you even... Yeah, I know OBS does. I'm sure XSplit does as well. I just haven't messed with it. But okay, yeah, it's other little things like this that I just find cute about this game's art style. Like how the windows are taped on, basically, or like the windows aren't even there. They're just like... Why do you even have that button? Save and continue. Enter the not Ninja Turtles. Oh, this dialogue is straight out of the 90s. Clunky and expositional dialogue check. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's an RPG. That's sort of standard fare. How many jumps does it take to hit a single block? Get jumpy thing. Hammer throw. That might be relevant someday. Actually, can I just equip that? No, I can't. But I don't need it for a little while, so... You want to talk about music that I've heard for literal hours? Right here. I don't even like the music in here. Oh, jeez. Actually, no, I don't care what you have to say. Let's go look at the item shop. How many coins? Oh, wow, I actually got quite a few coins. This could be relevant. This could be very relevant. Yes. And you know what? Sure. Can we go in the dojo yet? Nope. Hit tree. There. Before I go up there, I don't think I have enough of these for anything relevant, but can't hurt to look. Oh, no, I don't care about any of that. Ooh, I thought I talked to you to trade the star thingies. Oh, no, I traded with you. Okay. What's this? This is actually kind of relevant. Poisoning. That might be good too. That's what I want. I need 10. Okay, I have 4. I'm not going to spend any until I get that. Alright, I need 6 more. And cue standard RPG cutscene of go collect X number of things. Yes, these Star Ghost remains. Save and continue. Hey, somebody else in chat. Welcome to channel. First game I ever played on N64. This wasn't the... I think the first game I had on the N64 was the first Pokemon Stadium. But yeah, I have long since lost count of how many times I've played through this game. The funny thing is, I never actually owned a copy as a kid. I just rented this like every other weekend. It to the point that the person who ran the like small little game rental place that was in town, I think kept the copy I rented behind the counter because there were like 3 copies, and every time I went to go rent it, I always had the one with my save on it. If I had to guess, I was probably the only one renting this game on such a regular basis. At least I assume that's what was happening. I don't actually know for sure, but somehow every single time I rented it, I had the same cartridge, so... That depends entirely on the game, because Super Mario RPG, back on the Super Nintendo, Peach was a party member, if I remember correctly. Actually, yes, she was. She was the White Mage. Actually, Peach and Bowser were both party members, if I remember correctly. It's been so many years since I've even seen that game. One of these days, I will get it again, and I will be able to finish it. Oh, okay, I can't skip this tutorial. Alright, the hammer. The only one of the QTE the QTEs for the attacks that I was actually good at. I could never time the jump as a kid, but so I always just used the hammer. Because it's actually kind of hard to mess up. No. In fact, I could have done without this entire tutorial fight, but thank you anyway. I am fighting every single urge I have to just skip through all the dialogue, just out of sheer force of habit. Oops. Yeah, well, good to know I still, stink at trying to hit that timing. Yeah, I am definitely a scrub at... Well, I managed to hit the jump, what, 2 out of 5 attempts on that one, so better than I used to be. Actually, I don't know if it's been 10 years. I know it's been a solid 5 years since I played this game. I don't know about 10, but has it? Has it really been that long? Maybe it has been that long. Huh. A wizard named Merlin. Real creative. I really love this game, but I know I'm definitely gonna have the urge to rib it a little bit. Wow, that's a weird way to look at this game. Alright, what's my health? Yeah, better heal. I mean, yeah, if you really want to look at it that way. Ah! Hey, somebody else. Oops. I did not mean to press that button. How do I go back? Okay. Note to self, don't press that button. Hey, somebody else in chat. Welcome to the channel. Wait, no, that's not what I want to do. I gotta remember how to play this game. I'm actually pretty. I'm glad to have some people in the chat this time. Usually there's no one here, but this is a great game to have people in the chat with because it's very easy to multitask, unlike what I usually stream. So, at the moment, I don't know what I'm gonna move on to after this, but that's something I probably won't have to worry about for a little while. And finally, end of prologue. Always been terrible at the timing. I'll get it eventually. Alright, that time I got it when it didn't matter anymore, but better. There we go. Now hopefully I'll get sort of back into the groove of this. I'll get the hang of it eventually. Well, I'm assuming I'll get the hang of it eventually. I was always terrible at timing this. I can already hear people. I can already hear the hypothetical screaming of "get good." Yeah. Am I messing up that... Am I really messing up that, thing with the hammer when I just said it's really hard to mess up? Do nothing. Well, at least I'm hitting it when it really matters. There we go, okay. Now, I'm usually the last person to blame, put blame on the game for any lacking on my own part, but I actually am kind of, especially with the hammer messing up, I am wondering if there is maybe a slight visual delay in the, emulation. Which would explain why, which would explain maybe why I'm getting the timing off so badly, or I'm just that out of practice at this game. I would buy either. I can't get that yet. His backstab. Y'all get right on that. And I don't have hammer throw equipped, do I? No, of course not. You know what? Oh, you guys can. This is probably a waste, but I just don't feel like dealing with it right now. And I know this is a waste of a turn, but I don't care. Yeah. I actually, all jokes aside, I probably should stream Dark Souls again one of these days. At least finish the playthrough I was doing, trying to build what I had dubbed the Dirtle Turtle. Because I never actually, I never did finish setting that character up. At least not what I wanted it to be. Ooh, that's I think they're missing some. I think they're missing a polygon in the front of those beams. I never noticed that before. Oh, right, this part. I hate this. Alright, get back here. Ooh, mushroom. Get back here, stupid hairball. I'm suspicious. This is going smoother than I remembered this ever being. You go away. Yeah, I always hate this part. These things are just really obnoxious. I don't remember if I can jump on him or if I have to hit him with the hammer. And I don't remember the trick to this one. Maybe I let him chase it into me? You know what? I'll come back to you. Hold up. Put the stream on hold for 1 minute. I gotta go answer phone. Alright, sorry about that. Might have to change plans a little bit this morning. I'm gonna have to wrap up the stream a little bit early. That was the, brain shorted out. Call I've been waiting on, there's been a small leak in the roof, and that's gonna be getting taken care of this morning, so I might need to wrap up a few minutes early. Normally I'd go for about another half hour, but I'll see if I can get these stupid hairballs dealt with and then... Maybe if I just let him chase it. If there was any sort of pattern to where it ran to. I don't think my plan of just running in circles spamming the hammer is working. You know what? I'm just going to see if I can't move on without messing with that one. I will, however, try to get this one. There. At least that one's done with. Yeah. Alright, let's see if I can just move on. Okay. Oh, wait, no, maybe I can. Okay, I remember where this is going. Okay, so normally I would be streaming for about another half an hour, but like I said, I sort of got to wrap things up and take care of this whole leaking roof deal. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to call it here. I'm probably going to do a little bit of unscheduled streaming with this one, but probably not this week. I know this is, normally I know this is Tuesday, usually I'm streaming on Monday, just this week was a little weird with scheduling, because I was supposed to be taking care of the whole roof thing yesterday, so that's why I was streaming today instead, but, just obsessively save over and over again to make sure. But, anyway, so yeah, that was the stream. I'm going to be picking this up again next Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern. I usually stream from 8 to 10, so thank you for everybody who was in chat, and maybe see everybody next week. Again, sorry about having to close things down early. Have a good day.